Let's go! Today, Power Hour NFL fans, I'm going to show you how Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, along with Rob Gronkowski and Travis Kelce, have used pretty much the same concept for multiple years of playoff success. Your mind is about to get blown because it's actually a concept more used in basketball. It actually started on the hardwood, and it goes along with the idea of the great comedians, great magicians, the art of misdirection, showing one thing but doing the opposite, and that's exactly what happens here. This was my favorite play from our Super Bowl breakdown, and I decided to do deeper research on it, okay? Travis Kelce starts off this play blocking the great Nick Bosa, okay? And Nick Bosa sees the eyes of Patrick Mahomes float right here to Isaiah Pacheco, and Bosa's thinking, oh my goodness, I'm about to pick this off and win the Super Bowl in the flats. But instead, Mahomes pulls a somewhat crazy no-look. At the last second, he finds Travis Kelce right here, and that, of course, is by design. And I want you to remember this player, okay? Cliff notes foreshadowing. He might pop up towards the end of it. Wink, wink, nod, nod. He actually blows his block, and Travis Kelce actually has a great run after the catch to make this play look even better than it actually was. And at the end, I'm going to show you my favorite version of this play that Andy Reid has ever run. So, lock in. If you love tackle football, let's get to it. Let's go. And this is why the Chiefs are still able to win games even though they don't have big-time receivers outside of a young Rashee Rice. It's because they're able to scheme things open such as this, okay? So this looks as if this could be a potential 3rd-and-1 run, right? But it's not. And you'll see at the beginning of this play right here, while this isn't a slip downfield, Travis Kelce acts like he's blocking Kyle Hamilton, and then he slips out here into the flat, and Hamilton's just not ready for it, okay? That's what the Chiefs do. It's a lot of these window dressing type of plays. Now, once again, this won't show up in the all-time greatest Travis Kelce highlight reels, but it moved the chains and got the Chiefs out of a tough situation here. So the original slip screen actually started in the game of basketball, right? The screen and roll. You can go all the way back to the Larry Bird tutorial days, and it's evolved, right? Just like how the slip screen in football has evolved. So you get the screen right here. Steve Nash, one of the GOATs at this. And think of Patrick Mahomes as Steve Nash right here. How well you sell your fakes will obviously increase the advantage of the play, right? Just like the Travis Kelce play you saw at the beginning, it was relatively congested, but if you sell it the same way Mahomes sold his eyes, keeping Nick Bosa at bay, you'll see that all four of these defenders actually end up playing Steve Nash, and he slips it just like he would slip it to Travis Kelce, and it's an easy 2. So that was the screen and roll. This is more of a pick and pop, and obviously this is the greatest pick and pop screen and roll duo you'll ever see. Karl Malone and John Stockton, right? So this pick and pop is going to be a lot like the next clip you'll see and a few other Travis Kelce ones. John Stockton to Karl Malone. The big difference here is, well, the Chiefs actually won the big one. But obviously, super silky smooth here. So when I started doing research for this video, I reached out to my favorite play calling buddy. He's done it professionally for years now, and he's really good. And he shared with me that Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady were actually the best at it. And believe it or not, they were indeed very good. And he made one very interesting observation. Remember, they ran this play towards Nick Bosa's side, and here is Rob Gronkowski going one-on-one versus Rashawn Gary, one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. I believe this is more the pick-and-pop variation, just like you saw with John Stockton and Karl Malone. The design of this is to be thrown outside the defense. So you'll see that. Just to rewind it one time here, Rob Gronkowski, it looks like he's blocking, and then he's actually peeling off here. You have some left side eye candy here to Scotty Miller, and you throw it back to the right side, and Brady makes a really good pass. But the timing of it looks so simple, but it's not, right? You have to be able to time it perfectly. You got to get good blocks down the field. Obviously, Gronk doesn't have the same juice that he used to, but him breaking that tackle right there did indeed get them into field goal range. They got actually 3 and out, not 3 and out, but they had to end up kicking a field goal from about here. Let's go all the way back, October 16th, 2011. Tony Romo, who's now in a broadcast booth, was going up against Brady. And this is actually what the day is most known for in NFL history. The greatest handshake ever. Bang! And look at the back pat. It is a thing of beauty. And Jim Schwartz is like, what the heck are you doing, bro? And they had to be separated. I mean, look at this. It is crazy. Break it up, guys. I love it that they're both still coaching in the NFL. And look at my guy right here. I mean, if there was a movie, Paul Giamatti would play him. And just to let you know how long this play has been running, it's the same exact thing. Can you believe it? This is roughly, 15 years ago? I'm bad at math. I don't know the exact number. But it's the same thing. DeMarcus Ware, Hall of Fame pass rusher. It looks like you're just blocking him with Rob Gronkowski, and then you just run the same thing. And it's a lot easier when the DN cuts to the inside because it gives you that much more freedom to release. It makes it a little bit of a cleaner throw for Brady. And this play has withstood the test of time, right? And look, Brady, Gronk, like Mahomes, Kelsey, they complete a lot of difficult passes, but they also get the easy ones, such as this one, because of the play design. So the road to 1K continues. I'm about to give you a little bit of game here. This is actually two NFL coaches going at it at the collegiate level. So Mike McDonald, who's now with the Seahawks, he hired the offensive coordinator who called this play, Ryan Grubb, who is also the most 60-year-old, 40-year-old looking guy I've ever seen. I mean, he is wise beyond his years. I'll put it at that. This is what makes this play so interesting. It's not necessarily the block that works here. It's the delay, because you'll see the tight end right here isn't even blocking anyone. It's just the fact that you have all these routes being run, and the one guy who kind of blends in with the offensive line here is the guy that ends up being the receiver. Okay, so you look right, and then you throw it to the left, just like you saw a minute ago. Now, I bring this up because I feel Noah Fant, if he remains with the Seahawks, will eat on this play next season. And that's why, with our friends at Underdog Fantasy, they're already doing drafts for the 2024 season. I've actually been selecting a decent amount of Noah Fant, and you can too. I think he's going to have a big season with Grubb. Sign up now, promo code Carter. Get in the draft action now, and you can win up to $200,000. Let's go back to 2018, okay? The first year Patrick Mahomes is the starter with the Kansas City Chiefs, and I want to show you the evolution of this play, okay? The Chiefs are in what's called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and a running back, and it's basically the same thing, okay? Elite pass rusher here, Calais Campbell, and Demetrius Harris, the backup tight end. I want you to see how beautifully run this play actually is. So Harris gets a block right here on Calais Campbell. Travis Kelce just runs over this DB right here. And look at this over here. Green grass. This might be a touchdown, but Harris mistimes his jump and drops it. Tight end thinking that Calais Campbell's probably just going to slide on through here. He actually takes the outside path right here, and you can see his timing just gets thrown off, but he does a good job peeling off. All you have to do is catch this, and yes, the ball is high, so a better throw gets that done, but look at this. And this is how Andy Reid has fixed this play, because as we've discussed, there's 2 different ways to do it, where you could fan out here, okay, so you obviously start off your block here, and then you just kind of fan out here, and that's kind of like the pick and pop action with Karl Malone, but you'll see that now when they run this play, it's more of a direct downfield movement, right? Instead of throwing around the defensive end, you're throwing to the inside of him. Pause. So Harris lets go of Garrett right here. And you see the issue, the way they run this play now, instead of turning your body to the right, instead it turns your body to the left, and Mahomes is throwing it here instead of out here. Okay, and you'll see that Myles Garrett would have batted that down if he had thrown it there. So look at this arm angle from Mahomes. This still needs to be caught right here, but you can see why Reed has evolved this play to where the tight end is staying to the inside instead of going to the out. So you'll see in a later game, they finally get this play to work, throwing it to Harris. Okay, that's a good job by him really selling this fake. And you see you're throwing to the inside instead of to the out. And you're already further downfield when you catch that instead of, at an angle. And Harris, of course, is able to make something happen after the catch. Now, the one thing Andy Reid does a really good job of when he runs his plays, he never really gives you the same look twice. He's running the same play, but out of different formations. This is actually out of 21 personnel, right? You have, a fullback in here, H-back tight end type of player, and it's actually designed to go to him, Sherman, right? So, you're used to seeing the play on film. You're thinking it's going to go to Kelsey or 84, but instead they're running it to the fullback. And once again, the Jaguars on the wrong end of Patrick Mahomes' magic. And you'll see that it really fools you, okay? You're never really thinking Sherman, the fullback, is getting it, and he basically almost scores on this play. You see how difficult it is, just that delay, the ability to show that you might be blocking. But this play is best run when it's in Travis Kelce's hands, okay? Look at this. Once again, you prefer him to go to the outside, and instead of fanning out here, you're just kind of sitting in this deoccupied spot right here, okay? And look at all this green grass. They're all affected by this running back, and I'm not showing you any running back screens. The reason why also this play is so effective is the Chiefs do run a lot of running back screens, or at least they did this season, okay? And that's why you want Travis Kelce. Man, look at this shake and bake. Usher was on skates during the halftime show. So was this Titans linebacker. Watch this. A little Chris Berman. Whoop! God, Travis Kelce, what a legend. So really, no one of these plays have been the exact same, and that's the beauty of it, okay? So this one is very different than all the others because this actually features a rollout, right? And this play is actually run quite a bit. It's a fake. You're not even fake handoff in. You're just rolling out and trying to hit this running back in the flat, but it's still basically the same thing, okay? Instead of it being a little bit more innermost to the line of scrimmage, this is actually kind of a rollout variation of this. So Patrick Mahomes, if he sees that this player sticks with Travis Kelce for whatever reason, he just throws this ball into the flat. But he sees that Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, runs with them, and there's Kelce. It's the same thing, but it's a little bit different. You see how Andy Reid's masterful play calling in the postseason, he just tweaks this play, and it just keeps working, right? Boom, I'm looking at you. Let's do a little trivia. So we have been studying this play nonstop, okay? And I want you at home to guess who is actually going to catch this touchdown pass. Is it Bell, number 81 over here? Is it Travis Kelce here? Is it the fullback or is it the running back? And while you make this answer, please go on ahead, scroll on over, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. We're trying to get to 1K subs as soon as we possibly can. So we're going to go on ahead and roll this play, and the answer is not who you think. Okay, the first thing I love about this is they're pulling the right guard around, and this looks like a counter run play to the left. So these backers are thinking, okay, they're trying to run it through here. That's not what they're trying to do. Okay, so Patrick Mahomes is rolling out to the right side. Okay, Travis Kelce is running the corner route. Okay, Minkah Fitzpatrick's like, okay, I'm guarding the best tight end in the history of the sport. 34 right here is like, okay, I got to help out with Travis Kelce. So Kelce is drawing two defenders, all right? And then this play is actually designed to go to the fullback right here in the flat. If Mahomes throws this ball right here to the fullback, guess what? He's probably scoring right here. And this linebacker's like, okay, I got to get over here to this fullback, a lot like how Nick Bosa saw Isaiah Pacheco. And the answer to the question is actually number 73, a big man touchdown variation of this. Oh my goodness, what's his name? I don't know. Someone in the comment section let me know. And that, folks, is why Andy Reid is unstoppable. Alleghetti? I don't know. It's because the guy just is a genius in the red zone. As you saw today, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady both have used this concept to their success, as have many other teams. Andy Reid is not the only person that uses it, but he is a person that has perfected it, right? And this is obviously the very next play, and his name is Nick Allegretti out of Illinois. There you go. The one thing I love about Andy Reid's offense is things do not need to be perfectly blocked. He runs a lot of things as well. In particular, this isn't a variation of this play. Obviously, this is just a game-winning Super Bowl play. He runs a lot of his misdirection plays in the direction of the team's best pass rusher using their aggression against him, right? There was a lot of plays where they didn't even block Nick Bosa, and it ended up being big plays throughout the course of this game, right? And then, of course, that is Tom and Jerry, corn dog, beady boppity beepity boop. That play breakdown is floating in your face right now if you love it. So, yeah, I mean, I just think Mahomes has been such a huge beneficiary of the Andy Reid red zone offense in particular. And it's because there's just so many variations of all the different plays he runs. It's an infinite amount, it seems. So I hope you guys enjoyed this today, and we'll talk soon. It is Power Hour NFL. Boom. My favorite pick and roll duo of all time, Chris Paul, Tyson Chandler. Let's go, the Crescent City Connection. And tonight, we're hitting up the A2Fay, baby. Let's go.